connecting to chat. Alright, so let's get everything set up, and I'm gonna take a swig of my energy drink, which is cherry Coke, by the way. So let's see when we have. Okay, so I know you guys are there, so you guys. Alright, just to let you know, guys, this is my first time, well, actually my second, because the first time I was testing it. So I'm trying out Streamlabs, and yeah, so far so good. Alright, so I guess we can begin. So, hey guys, this is LarryBoy Fanatic, and welcome to the broadcast. Welcome to my second live stream, and today we're gonna be doing some drawing. Well, not with this notebook paper. I want a blank canvas like this. Blank canvas. Alright, so the blank canvas is what I'm going to be using to draw some villains in the LarryBoy universe. Alright, so what I'm going to be doing, going to be using this wheel to select my villains. Hang on, just so that I can show you guys. Give me 1 second. Okay, flip it over, and ta-dow. This is what we're going to be using so that I could select which villain to draw. So, yeah, let's see what comes first. I apologize, I didn't mute this before. Oh my gosh. The one and only Bad Apple. Hang on. Oh my gosh, I get to draw that first. The infamous Bad Apple from LarryBoy and the Bad Apple. So here we go. We are gonna start drawing. And a lot of things are falling out of this book. I haven't used this in a while. So, yeah, bear with me, you guys. Alright, so let's take a moment to hide this choice from the computer. Hide choice so that the other villains get a fair chance. Closing the laptop. Make way for the sketchbook, which I'm going to do some repositioning of the camera. So give me 1 moment. And here we are. Alright, just let me readjust the camera. I have it on a tripod, so and that's my phone going off. Don't worry about that. And that's a peanut butter sandwich, yes. Camp Carter peanut butter M&Ms. Welcome. Alright, so you guys can totally see the sketchbook and what I'm going to be doing. Alright, as I'm getting my tools ready, I'm going to give you guys a little background history. I started drawing when I was very, very little. Yeah, I have some artists in my family. And I took classes during high school and college. Yes, definitely. Definitely got a whole lot of learning, and plus I made my own comics. So this is a forgot what brand this was. Walter Foster pencils. I got like a set of these from one of my relatives, and there was like a drawing book that I can learn from. And these are courtesy of Crayola. So I kind of learned from Crayola as well. And this one says Craze Art. So anywho, I'm not sure if I'm going to be using pen for this. I might or might not. Yeah, enjoying some breakfast before I get started. Alright, so 0 erasers, so if I mess up, then my apologies. So according to the spinner wheel, I'm going to be drawing the bad apple first. And I apologize if my artwork isn't like spot on. Alright, so the camera zoom in to refocus. Alright, testing. Alright, we'll go ahead and get started. So the way I see the bad apple, okay, you guys want me to do her with the cape, or do you want me to do her with spider legs? Or do you want me to do both? You know what? I want to see her with both. All right, so art class in session. All right, so we get her face. Just doing like an outline, like make the lines really light when you're doing this. And then we'll be using one of these to darken the shapes and whatever. Have her belt. I forgot how many legs she has. A spider has 8 legs. I think, but I'm not sure about her. I'm just doing this out of memory. Well, yes. Absolutely. Most of the time I do things out of memory. Right. So, yeah. So far so good. Hi, Nana. Welcome to the stream. Alright. So, yeah. So far so good. Was kind of iffy on the spider legs. But the head part, I'm very confident about. And you'll see why once I continue. Uh-oh. Yeah, I accidentally moved the camera for a second. Sorry, guys. Yeah, the Bad Apple was the first villain that we selected in the spinner wheel. So that's why we're drawing her first. For those of you tuning in. And I'm going to be doing her with both her cape and her spider legs. Because I think it's pretty cool. I love doing capes. Back in the day, I drew LarryBoy a whole lot. I mean, like with or without the cape, he was somebody that I drew a whole lot. And I used to draw comics of me and other people, and when I did those comics, LarryBoy would be my inspiration. I guess back in the day, I loved the superhero genre. I loved it so much. Alright, so and now we're getting to the fun part, which is the face. Look into the face of evil. I honestly don't want to look into the face of evil, but we got it for the sake of this drawing. But I know who kicks her butt at the end. LB. Alright, so what do you think, guys? So far, so good? Again, this is my first time doing Streamlabs. No, my second time, because the first time I was testing. Get those eyelashes, girl. You want to bat your eyes at me? So, alright, so as promised, I'm going to be using a darker pencil. Why, thank you, Nana. And this is me just doing out of memory, with the exception of me doing the spider legs and cape at the same time. Alright, so let this refocus. Yeah, refocus. There we go. Alright, so here we go. Let's go in more depth with this monstrosity. The lips I have a hard time doing because I don't know, it's just that what you want to achieve, it either comes out too big or too childish. It's one of the things I struggled with. During my art classes. So right now we're defining the shape of our character. I mean, if you make a mistake, then you know what? We all make mistakes. And yeah, this is art. Yes, but don't be scared. Don't be scared. It's all in the process. It's part of the process. Oh, fun fact, the people who made this movie, LarryBoy and the Bad Apple, they were trying to design her to make sure that her spider legs weren't as pointy, so that they don't scare kids. I commend them for that, but at the same time, it's like at the same time, y'all made LarryBoy and the Rumor Read, and y'all took risk in that one. Alright, so we need to find shadow inside her cape. Oh my gosh, if Phil Vischer or Mike Naraki is watching this, this is for you guys. Okay, so refocus. I used to look at some fan-made comics of LarryBoy. There was one where someone did a VeggieTales version of Kingdom Hearts. Wow, that's pretty good. Alright, so okay, once we establish our character, we need to establish the shadows. You know what? The shadows may not be perfect, but it is what it is. Alright, so this is the bad apple. Let me bring her to you guys. Alright, we're 21 minutes in, so we're doing pretty good. Alright, so let me flip the camera. Alright, so let me readjust this. There we go. Alright, so ta-da! So that's my interpretation of the Bad Apple from LarryBoy and the Bad Apple. I really want to see her in the VeggieTales reboot. So Phil Vischer, Mike Naraki, if you're watching this, you gotta take it up. You gotta take up my idea. Take up my suggestion. Because she was one of the most popular villains in the LarryBoy universe. And it would be a shame if she... Yes, Nana, I hope she comes back too. It'd be a shame to let somebody like her go to waste. So let me open up my laptop again. Okay, meanwhile, we're taking another swig of energy drink. And again, I want to thank you guys for tuning in. Wonder if there's something with that red fib. Well, maybe the red fib can come back too. I mean, I don't see why not. Because they left us hanging with that in LarryBoy and the Fifth Murder Space. It's like, oh no, there's a red fib. And then scene cuts to black and that's the end of the story. Alright, so I got my spinner wheel back. So let me show you guys. Alright, so that's my spinner wheel that I've been using. Hi Lassie, welcome to the stream. Alright, so the Bad Apple we've already done, so yeah, we checked her off. Her box is unchecked, so here we are. And this time we're gonna mute this because yeah, I didn't expect this to make noise or whatever, so here we go. Oh my gosh, are you serious? We're going to be doing Dr. Flurry next? Wow. If you see my reaction video to the behind the scenes look of League of Incredible Vegetables, which by the way still has a copyright claim, I'm disputing it. So, Dr. Flurry. Let's go ahead and do that guy. So we're we're going into mediocre territory. Alright, so I positioned the camera to capture what I'm about to do next, which is Dr. Flurry. Meanwhile, I am taking a bite of my peanut butter sandwich. Yeah, it's part of my breakfast. Ah, yes, Mr. Fear Freeze himself. It's kind of ironic when you think about it. Let me take another swig of my energy drink. By the way, I don't go too crazy about energy drinks because of how bad they are. Like, a lot of sugar. It's not good. Not right. But every once in a while, I would treat myself to Cherry Coke, the energy drink. Alright, so Streamlabs, so far so good. So I guess it would be my official live stream of Streamlabs, because the first one I was just testing, right? Alright, so enough stalling. Let's get into the mediocre. Alright, so who do we have? So first off, he's a gourd. I mean, not that there's a problem with gourds. You have Jimmy Gourd, Jerry Gourd from the VeggieTales franchise. Alright, first and foremost, I'm not gonna worry too much about the hair because it's all out there. And again, I'm doing this with memory. So here we are with this lab coat. Basically nothing to it. Yeah, I'm doing this based off memory. Oh, let's not forget about the mustache. Oh my god, this is what I have so far. I hope you guys don't mind. I was like, let me look up this guy. You'll use him as a template. Alright. Thanks, looks great so far. Thank you. Alright, so here he is. Oh, okay, so... Alright, so the lab coat has to cover his whole body. Well, that's why we're doing this, so anyways, don't be scared. Don't be scared. This is all having to do with the process of drawing somebody. And plus, we'll outline it later on. This little penguin for reference. Little thought bubble. It's like, I have a question. And then meanwhile is like, don't interrupt. Alright, so yeah, we are about to use this now. Alright, let me know how you guys are doing in the chat. So we're going to start. Of course he's a mad scientist. If you would call it that. You would call him that. The reason why I called this guy Crazy Old Maurice was because of the hair and the mustache and the fact that I think I might have overdid it with his hair, but oh well. Artistic liberties. But hey, he's a good guy now in the VeggieTales reboot. He paid his debt to society. There's been rumors going around that there's going to be another League of Incredible Vegetables of some sort. But I'm kind of nervous because this villain didn't work out. I mean, it's just boring. Like, when they did League of Incredible Vegetables, Yeah, when they did League of Incredible Vegetables in 2012, guess what movie was popular back then? The Avengers, right? And I called it a cash grab because there were a lot of cartoons, a lot of TV shows that were getting on this bandwagon of the success of the Avengers. It was like, okay, let's have our own League of Heroes. Let's speak to the masses. Like, and next thing you know, you have all these Avengers parodies popping up. And then, unfortunately, VeggieTales had to go down the same path. So, I just thought they were selling out at the time, because now VeggieTales was selling out at the time because that was what was popular back then. It's like, hey, let's hurry up and do an Avengers parody. And to have LarryBoy involved in it, it's just a waste of talent. Even after having a successful video like LarryBoy and the Bad Apple, he had to sink that low. Alright, we haven't forgot about G Penguin. It's like, dude, I have a question. And then Dr. Flurry's like, don't interrupt. If the rumor is true, I hope LarryBoy doesn't act like a sidekick. I agree, Nana, I agree. Yeah, it's supposed to be like the rumors like of League of Incredible Vegetables being in the VeggieTales reboot. It would most definitely be a sequel. I just hope they get it right this time, should they go down that path. But I'm still kind of worried, because there was a lot of missed opportunities in League of Incredible Vegetables. So here we go. We have Dr. Flurry being rude to his penguin minion. And like I said, it's not perfect. It's serviceable. And let's go back to the Bad Apple. This is what I drew earlier. So far I'm doing pretty good with these. And next we have a blank page. Dun dun dun. So anywho, how you guys doing so far? I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, I swallowed wrong. I swallowed wrong just now, so sorry. Oh, I know that reference. Penguin's like, gee, Dr. Flurry, what are we gonna do? The same thing we do every night, stupid. Take over the world. I want to be the biggest and baddest son of a gourd on the planet. Yeah, that was funny. On my breakfast. So we're 41 minutes in, and yeah, I can't stop thanking you guys for tuning in. This was something very new. It's been a new experience. And this is my official live stream with Streamlabs. I was testing it out yesterday, and I noticed you guys were tuning in. Just want to apologize for how unprepared I was with testing it. But we all make mistakes. Alright, so we're going to go back to our spinner wheel. Go back to our spinner wheel. Alright, just make sure that both Bad Apple and Dr. Flurry are checked off. Hope you're having fun, and congrats on your official first stream. Well, thank you, Nana. The first live stream I didn't use Streamlabs. I went through YouTube. But this is my first official live stream with Streamlabs. I'm still trying to figure out how to use Streamlabs, so I apologize if it's not perfect. Well, hi, Cave Cat. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, we're just about to pick another supervillain that we're going to be drawing. And if you're just tuning in, then I'll be glad to show you what I've drawn so far in the stream. And you could always refer back to the stream anytime you want. And of course, I'm going to be editing my live streams to make it into an official LarryBoy Fanatic episode. Yeah, the live chat replay didn't show up on the last stream because I think I had it set to. I had live chat replay disabled for that one, I think. I don't know. But for this one with Streamlabs, I noticed that the live chat replay was there. Let me take another swig of this energy drink. You know, I tried Mountain Dew. The regular Mountain Dew, it just didn't do it for me. And I've had Monster, and it's like, okay, wasn't too crazy. But then I saw this because I like Cherry Coke. And I liked the flavor, and I didn't get too jittery, so I drink this. If I want an energy drink, then this is my go-to energy drink. And again, I don't go too crazy on energy drinks, and y'all shouldn't either because of the side effects. A lot of sugar, a lot of crashes. Never had energy drinks. I wasn't allowed to, even though I was tempted to try 5 Hour. You know, at some point in my life, I wanted to try 5 Hour Energy, but then it's like, do I really need it? Do I wanna? Yeah, so that was basically out of the question. I tried getting into Gatorade and Powerade, but they just didn't do it for me. Like, I didn't like the taste, no matter what flavor. But I'm really glad that you like Gatorade and Powerade. I mean, if that's what you're saying. It's like my whole family likes Gatorade and Powerade. It just didn't, like, that trait, like, slipped over my head. I... Alright, so I'm gonna turn the camera back to the spinner wheel. This is a spinner wheel we've been using so far for the stream. Good stream so far. So, just to recap, we did Bad Apple first, and then we did Dr. Flurry. So we have all these other villains. Huh. Okay, next up. Oh my gosh, who could it possibly be? Oh my gosh. It's your boy Awful Alvin. Wow, this one is going to be fun because, yeah, there's a lot of fan art centered around this guy. Go to DeviantArt, go to Google Images, and you will see hundreds to thousands of fan art based on that guy. Yes, Jack Bine here. I feel like I have to keep apologizing for mispronouncing your name. Can we just call you Jack? Dance with me, Lampy. Alright, so we're repositioning the camera. Doesn't count if you would draw fan-made LarryBoy villains. I could do that for another stream or video or whatever, but say it however you are. Like, well, thank you, Jack. I definitely appreciate it. I appreciate your understanding. And so we repositioned, and what y'all just seen, Awful Alvin is next on our list of villains to draw and make fun of. Yeah, I have a special place for you in my journal, Awful Alvin. Oh yeah, with Lampy, I have him as a separate slice on the spinner wheel. But if you want, I can make an exception to draw them both. And then all I gotta do is check off Lampy's name, like, the next time we refer to the spinner wheel. So do you want me to draw Awful Alvin and Lampy together, or do you want me to draw them separately? Alright, so this is who we're drawing next. Deserves his own slice. Draw them together. I'm gonna have to think about that one. Alright, so enough stalling. Refocus the camera. Yeah, I have to keep doing that because yeah, I think we got it. Alright. I say quit stalling, but I keep going to my energy drink. That's okay if you're fangirling. It's... yeah. Yeah, I fangirl all the time when it comes to LarryBoy. My pencils look okay. And even if I needed to sharpen my pencils, darn, I don't have my pencil sharpener with me. Alright, so I'm gonna be... Alright, quit stalling, LarryBoy Fanatic. Let's go! Alright. Let's go! Okay, so Awful Alvin is this weird guy. Besides, you have to thank Tom Bancroft for this wonderful creation, because he was behind this he was behind the cartoon adventure series he took part of. Looks like I'm drawing somebody in a dress, but that's not what I'm going after, you guys. Can you guys see? So far... The camera is blurry again. I apologize. So here we go. Hopefully it'll stay like that. But I digress. This one's just him with his arms like to his hips or whatever. You guys want to hear a funny story? Huh. Okay, funny story. Here we go. There was this one Halloween. I think it was during high school or whatever. Oh, look, it's me. It's drawing me. So getting your good side. Well, I'll be sure to do that. Okay. Jeez. Anyways, in high school, I tried to dress up as this guy. Yeah, it's kind of weird, but let me tell the story. I think it was high school. No, it was like in 8th grade when I finally got the DVDs to the LarryBoy Cartoon Adventure series. I got an Angry Eyebrows and I got the Yellow Napper episode. And I was so hyped at the time that going into high school or something like that, yeah, I'm trying to think. I've forgotten what year it was in high school. I know it wasn't senior year because yeah, it was like high school was so bad for me. I couldn't wait to get out of there. But anyways, I was so inspired by the Cartoon Adventure series at the time that I decided to dress up as Awful Alvin. I remember going to this carnival or whatever with my dad, and I had my costume on. He took me trick-or-treating at the time. The funniest part was the funniest part, I mean, I got the clothes down. I had a cape, I had a shirt and these green pants or whatever. The hard part was trying to have to create eyebrows, these big eyebrows to put on my face or whatever. So I settled for a mask, and then using construction paper to create the eyebrows part, and you just glue the eyebrows to the mask and just wear it. Yeah, 1-800 awesome sauce, welcome. So we're getting close to the hour mark, but hey, we're still having fun. We're still having fun and referring to another image because I want to be sure I'm getting this right. Oh, we almost forgot the top part. Well, duh, I should be looking at this all along. So, I don't know why I'm referring to images for these villains rather than, because with Bad Apple, I just drew, based off of memory. There's a little thing on top of his head. Because he's an onion. And he's crazy. Sorry. Gotta be brutally honest. It's like I'm telling you, man, this guy is psycho. If you watched Thank Your Eyebrows video, then you would know what I'm talking about. So, this is what I have so far. is what I have so far. Sometimes I feel like it. Sometimes I don't. Alright, so this is what I have so far of off oven. Yeah, it looks just like you. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and use, I'm gonna use this to, I don't think we need this phone for the rest of this drawing. Oh wow, I never even realized that. Off Alvin and Greta Von Gruesome, the Yellow Napper, yeah, they're the two villains that have arms, so you're absolutely right. I'm gonna make his legs longer. And that's the fun part about using a darker color, a darker pencil to make the corrections you need. One of the things I learned looking at Tom Bancroft's artwork is to not be afraid to exaggerate. So that's what I'm trying to achieve here. Like Off Oven is just like a pencil. He doesn't need to have hips. Yeah, that alter ego version of LarryBoy, that was like we were talking about that episode with the alchemist. Well, I didn't see him as a creepy version of LarryBoy. In fact, I saw that as lazy. Of all the things, like for the end game, you would think that LarryBoy's alter ego, super alter ego, will be a lot creepier than that. No, they just like enlarge him and put different color schemes to the guy. That's all they did. That's all they did. Yeah, I like how I did the monocle right there. Yeah, the monocle, like just now, it reminded me of doing. It reminded me of drawing the Count Von Count from Sesame Street, which I have a drawing of, and yeah, when I find my drawing of the Count Von Count, I will show it to you guys, either on Facebook or on my Patreon. No, I will do both. Because I do more than just draw anything and everything LarryBoy related. Just to show you guys how good I'm at art. So your girl, LarryBoy Fanatic, is not a one-trick pony. I'm gonna also do. Alright, so here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Off Heaven. And we are an hour into the stream, an hour 7. Thanks, Awesome Sauce. Yeah, I get clapping. Yay! Why, thank you. Okay, so what I want to do before the stream ends, I want to draw a LarryBoy for you guys. I was like, dance with me, Lampy. It was like, cue the disco music. Okay, so I think we have time to do one more villain. And then I will draw LarryBoy for you guys. Fun fact, I used to draw LarryBoy a whole lot. And then my parents told me to quit because I was drawing him over and over. You should have drawn Lampy. You're absolutely right. So real quick, you guys. Alright, so going back to Off Oven. Alright, so now y'all can see this better. The wheel of morality. Well, with Off Oven, there are no morals, unfortunately. Yeah, it's still waiting for season 2. Okay, so there we go. Refocus and yeah, that was a motorcycle that just went through. Okay, an hour and 10 minutes. We're doing good. So okay, for Lampy, I can do just off of memory. You're right. They didn't want to do a scary design of the alter ego, but at the same time, it you got to find a balance between kid friendly and believable. That was my phone. Nothing important. Alright, so yeah, I heard he drew this face in crayon. He took a lamp that he found somewhere and he just scribbled a face on it. I can't really do the bottom part, so my apologies. And you're right, that didn't stop them from making fib and rumor weed. It's like, I think some of you have said one time that the fib from outer space have freaked you out. Then another person was like, the rumor weed was very scary. So in those videos they took risk, even though in the rumor weed video they took even more risk. So there's Lampy for you guys. I tried my best. Not that good with the bottom part, but we tried. Yeah, the rumor weed was really brutal. Even though they didn't show him actually getting beaten up, it's like they did that off camera. He got beaten up off camera to spare the little children, that's why. And all he got was bruises and a Band-Aid. But I think they did more to him than that. And well, kids video, they're not gonna show that. Yeah, black eye. Meanwhile, years later, you have LarryBoy taking on the Bad Apple, and you see him swinging from building to building, trying to take down the Bad Apple. Exactly, Awesome Sauce. They talked about that in the behind the scenes featurette, which I've covered before. Alright, I'm checking something real quick. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and take off Alvin and Lampy since we did both of them. So, as promised, we have time for one more villain, and then I'm going to be doing a drawing of LarryBoy. Yes, they had a warning. They had a warning in Rumorweed when they were talking about the original trailer to LarryBoy, because the original trailer was deemed too scary for kids, So that's why they put the warning there. Yeah, and I also covered that on the channel, so before we go any further, I just want to say thank you. I can't stop saying thank you to you guys for tuning in. And as always, if you want to support the show, then donate to my Patreon. $1 or more will get you featured at the end of a video, and you'll be getting sneak peeks of upcoming videos before they go live. Didn't think that the trailer was so scary. Well, I didn't think the trailer was scary either. It had like the music, and they didn't do the, what do you call it, the voice shift on the characters, so it sounds like their actual voice. Sounds like the voice actor's original voice in real life, because they didn't do that voice shift. The voice shifts they do in the final. So in that trailer, their voice sounded deeper and more real life rather than the high pitched or whatever. And I think I point that out in my video. Okay, and one more thing, you guys. I created a petition for Braun Strowman in the WWE. I created a petition because, I don't know, it's just budget cuts of WWE. It just seemed unfair. And I know Gamerfrau has written a blog post about it. She posted about it on her Instagram. So, yeah, I'm going to have the petition in the description once I get off here. And we also create the hashtag Save Braun WWE. Yeah, let me just pull it up real quick. Let's go to Gamerfrau's Instagram real quick. Ooh, I got a lot of notifications. A lot of notifications. Alright, so this is Braun Strowman, you guys. And let me see. Here we go. Link. Well, I want to talk about the... Well, you can't really see. Yeah, I'm gonna write down the hashtag. So give me 1 second. If you want to support the petition, then that would be really cool. I mean, you don't have to. It's just that it's one of my favorite wrestlers. I mean, it's okay if you don't watch WWE. But for those who do, this is very important because you know what, I'm just gonna... Yeah, this is my last resort. I apologize. So... Wrestling fans to your phones and computers. Is this backwards? And oh, so it was fine the first time? Okay. I spent a whole second like trying to write it backwards. Okay. So this was just a little PSA. If you want to support your wrestlers from being cut unexpectedly, because yeah, there's another wrestler named Aleister Black. He had a storyline going on, but then all of a sudden he gets released from WWE. It's like you had a story going on, so what the heck? Anyways, I'll leave a link to the petition in the description once I'm done here. But anyways, enough stalling. Let's go to our final villain that we're gonna be drawing. I think I watched the sumo up the opera episode. I don't know, it's like that video was weird. I mean, no disrespect to anyone that liked that episode. I just found it weird. Sumo of the opera. Wow. The spinner wheel, I went to pickerwheel.com. Alright, so here's what we have left. The Alchemist, Mother Pearl, Greta Von Gruesome, Fair from Outer Space, Rimmerweed. Oh, let's get somebody exciting. The Alchemist. Oh my gosh. Yeah, so we're going to be doing the Alchemist next. Alright, so just to recap again, that's nice. Oh no, what we gonna do? Something more than me and you. I'm tempted to do a parody of that song. Just gotta figure out how. Alright, so this is who we first drew. The Bad Apple. And then we did Dr. Flurry. And artistic liberties I took was add one of his penguin minions. And then we did Awful Alvin, and I think I did better with Awful Alvin than Lampy. I know I got like the face, the scribbled on face okay, but the bottom part, it was a nightmare. Alright, so Alchemist, you're up next. Ain't about data. Okay, go to images. Alright, so this is who we're going to be drawing next. And gotta get the focus on the camera. And we gotta get our pencils. Okay. Some of you guys are singing in the comments. Wow. Alright, so our final villain of the day is Alchemist. So, start with our outline. Now, I gotta admit, even though I wasn't a big fan of the Lego My Ego episode, they were doing something good with this guy in particular. Like, I like the character design, but the thing is, where they really truly messed up was him having like his mother going around and just like her calling all the shots. It's like, okay, well, who's supposed to be the real villain here? Her or the Alchemist? So when you think about it, it's just like false advertising. Because on the cover of the DVD or video or whatever, you see him, not Mother Pearl or whoever she is. Like Master of Disguise or whatever. Like, she has all these disguises, and I can just remember saying, "Look, woman, I know it's you. I know it's you. The jig is up. You need to," I was like, just buzz off. Alright, so I'm gonna have him fold his arms. Oh my god, I'm a little teapot, short and stout. Here is my handle. Here is my... Well, I still gotta draw the other arm. This. Yeah, in that video, he's more of a sidekick than he is a villain, so oops. It's got these robotic arms. So how would you fix the Alchemist story? Like, how would you make him better? The alchemist really should have been the mom. Oh yeah, but I see what you're like. I see what you mean. Like, he should have been more mature. Like, he knew what he was doing. Instead of looking to his mom for help. It was like, be a man. Like, seriously, alchemist, be a man. Don't live in your mom's basement. Or, no, wait, they have a mansion. No, they have a mansion. Maybe he lives in the basement of his mother's mansion. Robotic eyes. You know what? They should have done a lot more for this guy. I just feel sorry for him. Yeah, we're still drawing this man baby. Like, one of the most embarrassing parts of Lego My Ego was when they were doing the slideshow. When they were doing the slideshow in that one scene, it's like the mom shows everybody his baby picture. It's like, clever disguises, correction, disguises that anybody can actually pull on. Yeah, I know, that was cringy. It's like, you're explaining your evil plans. Like, what other villain explains their evil plan like that? But then, oh no, here's your baby photos. And not to mention, the slides looked like they were prepared and drawn by a 7-year-old. A 5-year-old. I know a 10-year-old who can draw better than that. Alright, so we're out of focus again. I apologize. I was trying to... Alright, so here's what I have so far for the alchemist. Yeah, Cubby isn't a great artist. So keep in mind, this is my very first time drawing the alchemist, like, ever. So yeah, so I surprised myself. It's a great drawing, thank you. Yes, Nana, it was my first time. Alright, so set the phone aside and we're gonna use this now. Oh, to the end of the bowl, going in the... I don't know what I'm saying right now. The alchemist is just there. You know what? There seems to be a theme of having these long eyebrows. Right, so far so good. And alright, so again, the robotic arms. The belt. Oh, I almost forgot these. Okay, the robotic arms are fairly easy. He's been infected by the angry eyebrows. Yes. Yeah, because if you have your mother tagging along with you and calling all the shots, then yeah, I'd be angry too. I'll be infected by the angry eyebrows too. Alright, so the inside of the cape, we always want to put some shadow in there. So, how do you think I did with this very first drawing of the alchemist? I want to know what you guys think. Because, again, this is my first time. You're right, she would say no capes. Thank you, Jack, for clapping. Alright, so get a closer look at this specimen. Ooh, if the alchemist be a better villain if he had the angry eyebrows. Wow. That's a good thought. That's a very good thought. Thank you for that. So as promised you guys, I am going to now draw... Well, first off, I apologize if I couldn't get to all the villains. Maybe I could do them in a separate video. Alright, so let me take another sip of my energy drink. This is going to be my energy drink for the week. because I don't drink energy drinks every day because that's bad for you. Fan-made drawings, yes. Yes, I can do that in a separate video. Separate video, separate stream. The possibilities are endless. You're right, 1-800-AWESOME-SAUCE. This is the main event. This is what we've all been waiting for. Right after this peanut butter sandwich. Alright, get it focused. I have to keep doing this so that the camera can focus, so I apologize. An idea of a plot. Go ahead, let's hear it. While I get this focused. Alright. So I think we should be okay. Alright, so the main attraction, you guys. Do you want me to draw him with the cape or the regular one without the cape? So my question for y'all is cape or no cape? Cartoon Adventures or classic? Alright, so somebody said Cartoon Adventures. That means cape. Cape it is. And I gotta give credit to Tom Bancroft. I'm just tempted to buy one of his art books because I want to see like the creative juices behind his creations. I heard he worked for Disney at some point or another. Yeah, he worked for Disney at some point or another. I think I follow him on Twitter, and I think that Gamerfrau follows him on Instagram. Don't forget that Tim Hodge also worked for Disney. Well, of course he did. So I got a lot of respect for Tim Hodge. I got a lot of respect for Tim Hodge, Mike Naraki, Phil Vischer, Tom Bancroft. Those are the people that make this industry. The animation for Cartoon Adventure series was serviceable, but there are some times where the animation is sloppy, and you gotta understand that they had a timetable to keep, and that's probably what messed them up really bad, was them trying to push this series out the door, like push videos out the door. Yeah, that's how they messed up. Was they were trying to make a profit because of the bankruptcy. It's like they need to make this money, man. But unfortunately, the Cartoon Adventure series, like, it didn't do well, and that's why it lasted only 4 videos, 4 episodes, which is a shame because there's potential, but it was rushed out the door. And I even talk about it in one of my videos of Cartoon Adventure series. Yeah, the background characters, they tried doing what they tried to do what they could, to. I mean, the city backdrops or whatever, they're serviceable, but again, I feel like the animation worked against the series because of the limited time that they had. It was like, oh, let's hurry up and do this, hurry up and do that. Okay, here's a city. Here's some characters. Just a lot of wheel spinning. They didn't have enough time to flesh out the world, to flesh out the story, the characters. Yeah, they were in a rush. They were trying to make money because of the upcoming bankruptcy. Alright, so anyways, we are putting the finishing touches to our superhero. And this is from, I'm doing this off of memory again. I think this is my favorite rendition of LarryBoy because, well, actually, I haven't drawn LarryBoy in years. I think I did a video on showing you guys my past drawings of LarryBoy. Because I remember my very first drawing of LarryBoy, because when I was 10 years old was when I first saw LarryBoy and the angry eyebrows. I was so into that the next day I I sat at the table and I drew. I drew LarryBoy just from the top of my head. And then somebody at the table was like, "Hey, that's the guy we saw yesterday." And I was like, "Yes." And I think I was 10 years old at the time. Yeah. Yeah, it was great memories, happy memories. I try to remember the happy memories more than the bad ones. Yeah, because, yeah, I want to be happy, and that's my dream. Alright, so, yeah. Thanks, Cave Cat. Thanks, Nina. You do you, girl. You have a gift. Why, thank you, 1-800-AWESOME. You're right, he is that hero. And you know what? I just thought of something, you guys. So, yeah, I have a little surprise for you. You know my LarryBoy Fanatic avatar? The character that I use on my channel? I'm gonna draw me right here. I mean, we have time. We're getting close to the 2-hour mark, but that's okay. That's okay. So, get the focus. I have to keep doing this, so... Alright, so... A fun fact, I used to draw my own comics. I used to draw one that had like different versions of me, like I think it was called 4 Sides of Veto G. That was Veto G. It's short for Veronica Gonzalez. So alright, so let me type it in the chat, just like... Yeah, that was my character's name. The main character, and then I had like 3 other girls as characters. I had this fashionista type character. I had a vampire character. And then I had a character that spoke Spanish. Alright, so we're getting our form. And let's have the jeans. Let's do an outline. I mean, if I find the comics of what I used to draw, then I'll show it to you guys. I'll show it to you guys in a future video. But anyways, well, we gotta have the helmet, the LarryBoy helmet, or else I wouldn't be LarryBoy Fanatic. Eyebrows. Not angry eyebrows. We don't want to fall into that. And then ponytail. Like, even though I have short hair now, I mean, my avatar is still gonna have her ponytail. Alright, so this is my avatar so far. Thank you, Cave Cat, for the applause. We're just getting started. So let's iron out the details. Do 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 do. I'm getting notifications. I will check those later. And good news, we've passed the 2-hour mark. I think my last stream was like an hour 20. But anyways, it is what it is. And yeah, I'm so glad to be doing this live stream. The fingers can be very tricky. It's one of the things another thing I struggle with when it comes to art. my hand looks deformed. Anyway. Straighten it. But you know what? We make mistakes, and it's nothing to worry about. I like to keep the eyes a little bit separate instead of close together. I don't know why, it just looks, for me it looks okay. Alright, so what am I missing? Okay, the shoe part. I don't worry too much about the shoes because yeah, just cause. Let's not forget about the elbows, the joints. Otherwise, you get a robot type caricature. So, LarryBoy Fanatic, ladies and gentlemen. Yep, it looks totally great. Alright, so I'm gonna flip this over. Back over to you, LarryBoy Fanatic. Alright, thanks for the applause. Alright, so that's pretty much it for, yeah, yeah, I'll post these on my Patreon, and I will post these on my blog. And, alright, just a few announcements before we go. Yeah, let me take... Few announcements. The LarryCopter review, that's coming soon. I'm still in the editing process of the review. And also, the Patreon, yeah, we're still doing Patreon. We're still doing Patreon. Again, $1 more will get you featured at the end of a video. And when you donate $1 or more, you get to see sneak peeks of upcoming videos before they go live. And also, the petition, Save Braun WWE. Yeah, that'd be so cool if we get that decision reversed. We bring back him and other superstars that unexpectedly got cut because of budget cuts. I'll leave a link to the petition in the description. Okay, I have a list of announcements here, so let me just check real quick if I'm missing anything. So I'll be sure to post my drawings on the blog, on my Patreon. What else? if you guys have any questions, I can take a couple of questions right now. Oh yeah, thank you for streaming. Oh yeah, and thank you for tuning in. Alright, so we got a question. Who are your favorite LarryBoy villains? Well, I gotta say the Bad Apple because of her plan, her character design. She was like one of the most riskiest Vegetal villains in my book. Before that, it was Rumorweed. The Rumorweed held the title for the creepy villain. My favorite moment of the cartoon adventures. There was LarryBoy and the Angry Eyebrows is really close to my heart because that was the first LarryBoy anything that I came across. And that was a phone call. I didn't know who it was. Put on vibrate. Forget to do that. So, favorite moment of the Cartoon Adventure series. I think the majority of Angry Eyebrows really stood out to me. The villain, the plot, well, some of it. Yeah, that was a fun ringtone. That was the theme song to Boomba. Boomba is a clown, and that's a show from the Netherlands, which I'm going to be reviewing, hopefully, on this channel. So, funniest parts of any LarryBoy episode. That's a good question. I guess one-liners. Okay. The funniest. That's a good question. Because okay, the funniest from Bad Apple, in that scene where he's taking out the Bad Apple, there's like in the town square or whatever, so he's like, how about this? An apple a day keeps the doctor away. Apples don't fall far from the tree. You have all those sayings, mannerisms, or whatever. And then LarryBoy's like, an apple in a hand is worth 3 bushes. It's like, in my mind, it was like, I think he meant to say, it's like, I knew what he was trying to say, but he didn't get it at the time. And then it's like, oh, come on. Alright, so this next question. Who do you think would win in a battle, the Fib or the Rumorweed? That would make a really good video, but, So the Fib from outer space, he's just by himself, even when he's giant. And we know that he can do significant amount of damage, well, even though it's G-rated damage, because, yeah, there's no explosions or whatever. It was like, which would have been cool. But all he does is go around Bumbleberg stepping on cars and knocking down buildings. And then the Rumorweed, she has her infestation. Her army of little weeds. And then in the climax, you see her giant, and she wraps herself around the town hall building. Alright, so do you have another favorite Bad Apple moment, or is it the same one from the top 10 video? I think much of it comes from the top 10 video. Okay, the most would be from LarryBoy and the Bad Apple, where the people that Bad Apple tied up were left hanging upside down. It's kind of funny, but also very concerning, because I don't know how long the camera guy was hanging. Meanwhile, nobody tries to help him. There was like 2 kids were like going, "Woo, Bubbly Burke High, woo, yeah!" It's like, somebody get him down. LarryBoy's workout in the Stairmaster. Oh my god, that was weird. It was funny, it was weird, somewhere in between. And you have Alfred counting. It's like, oh. For me that was stupid, but I digress. Okay, and then him lifting weights. That scene was probably weird and funny at the same time, because you have Alfred spotting him. Well, kind of, sort of. If he would have stopped looking at the TV. It's like the worst spotter ever. Alright, so Isaac, what do you have? I like my favorite 2 parts of LarryBoy and the Favorite from Outer Space is that LarryBoy says to Alfred inside the Larry plane, super suction years away, and then he looks at this Larry signal because of the music. Looks at the Larry. Well, that's pretty cool. Alright, so do you guys have any other questions? Good citizen, no hero, superhero. Oh my god. He ends up eating everyone's dinner. Well, you're not gonna get the sandwich from me, man. This is mine. That's a good question, Jack. Will I stream again soon? Well, I'll try to. The thing is, I still got videos that I gotta put out. And then there was this big development with Braun Strowman and other superstars being cut from WWE. So if I say that I'm able to do another live stream, then I will let you guys know in advance. In the meantime, I really enjoy doing this, and I hope to do more in the future. And as always, if you want to support the show, donate to my Patreon. Again, $1 or more will get you featured at the end of a video, and you will see sneak peeks of upcoming episodes before they go live. It's $1. And you too will be a fellow fanatic. Was I like this one? Does Larry Boy say, I am that he in the League of Incredible Vegetables? Yes. You know why? Because they want us to believe that he's scared of balloons. Balloons, you guys. I find that hard to believe. And as if that wasn't insulting enough, they let Larry Boy get kidnapped. He gets frozen and then he gets kidnapped. And I talk about this on my channel. I feel like at that moment when he got kidnapped by Dr. Flurry, it's like, wow, you killed the movie. Yes, Cave Cat, that's what I was saying in my discussion video. Like, he should have used his plunger ears to pull Ricochet out of the way. It's like, did y'all not think before writing the script? It's like, what are these? What do these do? It was like, got you. Yeah, I know that was pathetic. That was so pathetic. Anyway, I think we have time for one more question. And then I'm going to be ending the stream. Oh, guess what? We're almost out of energy drink. Okay, so one more question. What is your favorite... Oh, we have two more. Okay. Favorite kind of donut? The one with the frosting and sprinkles. Either the vanilla frosting or chocolate frosting. And then you put the sprinkles. Or pink, just like Homer Simpson. Favorite side characters from the Cartoon Adventure series? Guess Archie the butler. Because everyone else is just bland. Either you don't care about them or they're just there. So yeah, I think that's a good place to stop. It was so much fun, and let's give it up one more time for the villains I've just drawn for you guys. Let's give it up one more time. The Bad Apple. Dr. Flurry with his penguin minion. Don't interrupt. We have the fan favorite, which is Awful Alvin with Lampy. Again, I tried my best with Lampy. I'm more confident about the face than the bottom part of Lampy. And then there's the Alchemist. And no, Mother Pearl is not in this. Hi, Matt the Cat. If you're just tuning in, yeah. You could always refer back to the live stream. And I'm also going to be editing my live stream so that they can be like an official Larry Boy episode, Larry Boy Fanatic episode. Sorry. Speaking of Larry Boy, this is who I drew. as the main event. A number one box office attraction. He should definitely get a movie. And this is my avatar. LarryBoy Fanatic avatar. As you can see, I still have my ponytail, even though I had cut my hair. Thank you, Isaac. Loud applause and whistles. Well, thank you, Nana. And again, I'm going to be posting these to my blog and to my Patreon. And speaking of Patreon, if you want to support this show, donate to my Patreon. $1 more will get you featured at the end of a video, and you get to see sneak peeks and scripts of upcoming episodes before they go live. Thank you, Isaac. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. And again, you could always go back and watch the live stream. And I'm also going to be editing the live streams to where they can be like an official LarryBoy Fanatic episode. And yeah, so that's about it. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. Turn on notifications, like ding the dong. Click on the bell to get notifications of upcoming videos and videos in general. Number one box office attraction, that's right. So anyways, this has been your girl, LarryBoy Fanatic, the eyes and plunger ears of the LarryBoy universe. See you guys.